Hi Tesla fans, I'm Elliot with T-Sportline and this is Oliver, and today we have a very exciting brand new DIY video to share with you on how to improve the sound system in your Tesla Model 3 and your Tesla Model Y. This is going to be part one of a two-part series, starting off with replacing all 7 speakers that are in your Model 3 or your Model Y. Oliver's going to show you how to do that in just a few moments, but I want to go ahead and get things started by sharing with you a few things. Number one, this speaker upgrade kit is a huge improvement in comparison to the Tesla system and is available for those cars that came with the premium audio system from Tesla. The way you can go ahead and check to see if you have the premium audio system from Tesla is you'll go into the car, you'll go into your touchscreen, you'll go to your audio and audio settings, EQ settings, and if you have a subwoofer control adjustment over there, that means you have a premium audio system. And therefore, you can now go ahead and purchase this amazing kit to upgrade the speakers and improve the sound in your car. This kit is actually very easy to install, doesn't take very much time. We do offer this installation at our service center here in Van Nuys, California, and also in our Atlanta facility. But for those of you that are too far away from us, you could do it at home, and Oliver's going to show you how to do it. So Oliver's going to get started right now showing you how to go ahead and remove the Tesla speakers. After he's done with that, we're going to bring them back to the table here, and we're going to compare them to the brand new improved speakers.
So today we're going to be putting in these speakers into this Model Y. They actually come set out in a certain way. So you're going to have the front left on the dash, the center dash, the front right, the rear left, and the rear right, along with your tweeters here, with the caps on and some speaker adapters here to make the speakers fit straight into the car directly. In this box, you're going to have the tweeter mounts, the adapter plates to make these tweeters speak and fit in like a Tesla, along with some screws for them to mount. You're also going to have what we call in the trade a Forstner bit. This will help you with the rear doors and drill out the plastic rivet tools that we'll get to in a minute. And also you have this little tool in the back which will help you on the dash because the windshield is really tight up against the dash, and it allows you to get in and under those Torx 20s really easy. You will also need some extra tools to do it. You need a Phillips screwdriver, a Torx 30, a Torx 20, a little trim panel tool, and a drill. Okay, so we're going to start off putting these speakers in. We're going to start with the tweeter at the top. We're not going to go down into the door. We're just going to do the tweeter on this. And then we're going to go across and do the 3 across the dash. So to start off with the tweeter, you can either get your pry bar in here and pull it up, or like I say in most of my videos, the best thing to do is to use your hands. So you get in and you pop it up, you go straight upwards with it. Okay, once it comes up, on this car's an Austin car, so you have this plastic piece here instead of some of the ones will have like a rope that goes around here and joins up, but this one's an Austin one, so it comes out with the plastic. You have to twist it back on itself. So you basically wiggle out these 2 lugs here, and then this plug down here for the tweeter, we're going to pop it out. Okay, then we're going to go back over to the table and we're going to remove this tweeter, and we're going to put the new tweeter in with the new adapter plate. Okay, then, so now we're going to take out the 3 speakers across the dash. To start off with, you start off taking the front A-pillars off. When you take these off, be careful. It's cream. If you have dirty hands, you're going to end up with fingerprints and you're not going to be able to get them off. So to start with, you pull back this rubber just slightly and get your finger in behind the A-pillar, and it will just pop forward. Pop off. And then you have this panel down here, the same way. You just want to pop it forwards because there's a clip that goes into the A-pillar. Remove this, put this off to one side. And then this A-pillar, you'll notice at the top here you have a little plastic clip. You can either go from the inside and push these 2 retaining clips in. I'll show you in a minute when I get it out of the car. So this clip here, it has 2 retaining clips on the sides. You push them in together like this and it will pop out towards you. And then you just basically lift the A-pillar out and put it out of the way. Then you want to work across this clothed area at the front of the dash. Now for this, you can put your fingers in the side and you can pull up on it, or you can get your pry tool that you should have and you can pop it up from the front edge. Once you get it started, get your fingers in and work it across. And when you get this far, you realize that you forgot to take the other side off. So now I've got to go take the other side off. Bear with me a second. We're going to start off by removing the front driver's side speaker, and we're going to use the tool that's provided in the box. Basically, put this tool in and undo your speaker, undo the 3 screws. On some of the earlier Model Ys and 3s and stuff, you would have a separate tweeter that sits right here. Obviously, this being a brand new one at 2023, this doesn't have the tweeter. So all you're going to do with our speaker is remove the original one, plug in the new speaker, and our tweeter will act instead of the factory tweeter that's already in there. So to remove them, once you remove all the screws on all these 3, get the cable, pull it up, and it's the same clip as what was on the tweeter in the door. You just push the little release clip up and pull it towards yourself. The cable should sit up like this. Here we find ourselves at the rear door. So this is obviously a Model Y. There is a slight difference in the removal of the panel we'll go through in a minute. But basically we're going to be removing this speaker right here. So to do that, we need to remove the Torx screws. They're Torx 30s. One of them is under here and one of them is up here. On the 3, there's a little plastic cover that you can pop off with your fingernail, and then it will reveal the Torx 30 behind. So let's get up here and start to undo these. So once you remove the 2 Torx 30s out, get your little trim panel tool, pop it in the bottom corner and pop it off. Then you'll be able to pull it forward and lift it up from the top off the weather stripping. Then you'll have this white cover. Remove this white cover off the door. Oh, and look at that. Tesla yet again have changed the door. So then what we need to do is we need to remove all of these clips and this cabling so we can get the door off. So before we disconnect all of these cables on the back, make sure your window's down. Because if your window's not down on the rear door, when you disconnect the light at the bottom, the window will go up a little bit. And if you do by accident shut the door, you'll hit the glass on the top of the door. So let's go ahead and take all of these cables out. Remove the speaker, the blue one, the white one. And the nice thing about this is you don't have to worry about putting them back in any particular way because they're all color coded. So you put them back, match the colors back up again. So once this is all removed, we'll take the door back over to the table. We'll remove this speaker using the Forstner bit and just grind these, drill these little plastic rivets off and replace it with a new speaker. Using the drill bit provided, like I said before, we're going to take these 3 plastic rivets out. We're going to go real slow on it, and then when you go down a little bit, just lift up the speaker a bit, just see if it's come loose. If it's come loose, that's all you need to do. If you do go too quick, you can go, this drill bit will go real quick, and you'll go right down through and through the mount and through everything. You see this? You see how now it's become loose? There's all 3 of them. So once your speaker's been removed, you want to take off all the swarf that's come off the door. And then while we're in this position, we're just going to go straight back and put the new speaker in.
So that was easy, right? Oliver did a very good job showing you guys how simple it is to go ahead and remove 7 of the 15 speakers that come in your premium audio system on your Model 3 or your Model Y. The car did come with 15 speakers. So you might ask yourself, why are we only replacing 7 of them? And the reason is we actually spent a great deal of time assessing and understanding the sound system that Tesla did. And you know what, guys? They did a pretty good job. But we have narrowed it down that if you were to replace the dash speakers, the tweeters at the top of the front doors, and the rear door speakers, you're going to go ahead and make a really nice sound system improvement without breaking the bank. This kit is priced right and is an amazing value to increase and improve the sound quality in your car. Just quickly take a look at the speakers that came out of the car. Here's the Tesla speaker. It's a paper cone. It's extremely lightweight. It's got a very small magnet. And we're going to replace that with a carbon fiber type cone right here. You're going to pick up an extra tweeter in the middle for improved vocals and sound quality, and a much larger magnet on the backside, a little bit heavier. Visually, and just the way these speakers feel in comparison to the Tesla speakers, it's pretty obvious it's going to sound better. Before we go ahead and put these in, let me also share something on a personal note. So for those of you that don't know, my background in 12 volt spans over 30 years. So I've done a lot of sound systems in a lot of cars over my career. Focusing on the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y definitely took some time to improve, but you know what? I think we nailed it. And again, it doesn't break the bank. Let's bring Oliver back in right now. He's going to show you how to go ahead and install these speakers.
So once you have the old speaker removed, we've got the 3 mounting points here. They match up directly to the ones that are remaining on your car. You drop the speaker on the top and you line them up. Then we're going to put these screws in here, and we're actually going to put the cable in the back. You can use either one of the terminals, it's fine, whichever one you want. Now the screws that you're going to use came in the box, and they're a little bit shorter than the screws you'd probably find at home. So then we're just going to put these screws in, screw it down until, don't use an impact on this, because if you do, like I said before, when you were drilling it out, you have one chance. With the screw, you also have one chance. If you go too much, you end up threading the screw, and then you have a loose speaker, and then you have a rattling speaker, and nobody wants a rattling speaker. So if you use a hand tool, you can really see how and feel how far you're putting it in. And like I said, you can plug this in either one, it doesn't really matter. So just line it up and go for it. Okay, this is going to mount directly to your car, plug straight into your car, and then you're just going to do the same as what you did to remove it. So plug all the same plugs back in. So now we're just going to plug everything back in the same way it came out. So start with like I said, they're color coded. So blue, white, and the black one. And there is 2 black ones, but they'll only fit in certain holes. And then the speaker one will go into our new speaker plug here, and plug in your cable so it sticks to your door, and then the light at the bottom. Drop your white door covering back on, hooking it around these little hooks on the top that you unhooked it from. Once you've got it laying flat, you drop the door back up the same way as you took it off, hooking the top end in first. And then once you get it to this point, you'll find it will, if it doesn't fit, wiggle it around a little bit, and then you'll feel all the clips roughly seat themselves. Then you tap in the door all the way around and replace your 2 Torx 30 screws back in the holes you took them from. We're going to drop the 3 speakers in across the dash. You're going to have 2 that look like this with no tweeter in the middle. They're going to go on the left and the right. And then you're going to have another one which does have the tweeter in the middle. This one's going to go in the center. So first things first, find the cable that hopefully hasn't dropped all the way in. And then you plug in your little wire extender, drop it into the back of the speaker again. Doesn't matter which way. Okay, and then this is just tuck that down, and then we're going to drop this. Again, it will only fit one way. And then you can see the 3 screw holes will line up, and then we're going to go and drop the 3 screws in, and we're going to tighten these down the same way we took them out. With the middle one, it might be slightly different for you, it might not. If you have an older car, this one's a brand new one, 2023, but if you have an older one, you might find yourself having the tweeter here, like I said earlier on. Don't worry about this tweeter, because this tweeter will in theory be replaced by the one that's in the speaker here. So once you unplug your original speaker and you go ahead and plug our new one in, like this, your tweeter will be replaced by what's in here, so you don't need to worry about anything. And again, it will only go in one way. Once you drop it in, it will sit nice and snug, and all 3 of the screw holes will line up again like they did on the driver's side, and you just drop your screws in and tighten them down again. And the same with the passenger side. So when we mount this tweeter into the new tweeter mount, you'll see that the 2 brackets, they're actually a left and a right on this. So with this one here, I've actually got the driver's door, so the front left. So you'll see that you'll have one part of the bracket that sticks up, out from the actual ring itself. This is actually your bottom part of the ring. And then on the side here, I don't know if you can see, there's 2 little notches. These 2 little notches correspond to the 2 notches that are on the side here. Right here, these 2 little notches right here. So what you want to do is, you want to try and loop this clip and this clip together at the same time. I'm doing this backwards for you guys, so it's a little more awkward for me. And then click this down. Okay, so we're half clicked in now, and you see how these two clips here are going to correspond to these ones down here. Once you push this down, you'll hear it click. And then you can, once you get it in, you can twist it round and make it flat. And then once this goes in and you have it roughly lined up, once you drop this tweeter in, it will lock everything in place. thread it through this. And the tweeter goes in the same way like the ring did. And there you go, now we're all locked in place and nice and secure. To drop the front tweeter back on, I put a couple of zip ties on this just to shorten the cable down a little bit. They come in the packet. Then you have this little adapter. It will only, again, go in one way. Plug the adapter on here, and the adapter straight onto the cable that comes from the car. Okay, drop this inside the door. And then feed your speaker back in the same way it came out. And with these, make sure that this clip here hooks into this, otherwise it will sit proud like this. And that's it, there's your tweeter replaced.
Well, that's it, Tesla fans. The speakers are in. Trust me, they sound amazing. What a really nice improvement for the system in your Model Y or your Model 3. Be sure to watch the next video where we talk about the upgraded subwoofer with a 300-watt amplifier. And of course, please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. So many more amazing videos coming your way soon.